The Dairy Herd Improvement Association, commonly referred to as DHIA, provides detailed production records for producers looking to improve various aspects of their operation efficiency. Data is updated monthly and provided to farmers on a report called the DHI 202 Summary Report. It is essential to keep good records and provide your DHIA technician with accurate data in order to keep herd dynamics in balance. To strengthen conclusions drawn from the 202 data, it is important to consider the size of the herd and the potential groups the herd could be broken down into, based upon things like production levels, age, days of milk, and so on. To understand this better, let's take a look at a 202 report. The first metric to focus on is the herd size, which is the number of cows currently in the herd or the average number of cows over the past year. The next area to focus on is the calving interval. This is defined as the average number of months from one calving to the next. The goal is for the calving interval to be less than 13.5 months. Concern is warranted when the calving interval is over 14 months, as this could indicate that the cow is not being bred back in a timely manner. The birth summary section evaluates the calf-sex ratio and calf mortality. You determine calf mortality by dividing the total calves that died by the total calves born, then multiplying by 100. If the herd is showing under 5% mortality, that is of low concern. When calf mortality exceeds 10%, concern is warranted. You can figure this out for the test farm by dividing the 6 calves that died by the 206 births and then multiply by 100 for 2.91% calf mortality rate. The sample farm is in the low concern range. Dairies need to find the correct balance between their heifer enterprise and cow enterprise. External pressures that impact the heifer operation and heifer performance can cause further repercussions in the current milking herd's future replacement stock. An imbalanced heifer supply to herd replacement demand can be costly to an operation. It is expensive to raise a replacement animal, ranging from $1,600 to $3,900 per head in today's market. If a farm is raising heifers that they don't need, this is an unnecessary expense, and the farm could be looking at ways to see a better return on investment. This imbalance can also have a negative effect on milk production. First lactation animals have lower milk production, and if they are a disproportionately large percentage of the herd, overall herd milk production will be lower. Let's look at the back page of the DHI 202, which provides additional information to further analyze herd dynamics. Using the information in the Identification and Genetics table, you can calculate replacement ratios expressed as a percent. This would be the ratio of total replacements to total adult herd. To calculate, you will take the number of replacements and divide this number by all lactations, then multiply by 100. Ratios from 65 to 90% are of low concern, meaning you are raising an appropriate number of heifers for your herd size. Ratios less than 50% are of high concern, indicating you need to raise more heifers than what is currently on your farm. Ratios greater than 110% indicate you are raising too many heifers, which is not economical. As you can see, the case farm value is 160 replacements divided by 205 all lactations times 100 equals 78%. This indicates that the example herd is raising the appropriate number of heifers to maintain their herd size. If a herd was in the high concern category, they could start considering alternative breeding strategies, like breeding with beef semen. This could give the farmer fewer heifers to raise and another stream of revenue. Evaluating the percentage of the herd in their first lactation can illuminate constraints on production, as these animals will not produce a volume of milk similar to multiparous cows. To calculate this value, you take the number of cows in their first lactation, seen in the production by lactation summary, and divide this value by the total number of cows in all lactations, then multiply by 100. A low concern is less than 36% in their first lactation, which means you have a balanced herd across lactations. A high concern is greater than 45%, indicating too much of the herd is in their first lactation, potentially limiting herd production average. In the sample farm, this value would come from dividing 70 first lactation animals by 205 total animals, then multiplying by 100, which equals 34%. This indicates that the test farm has a balanced herd across lactations. Having a strong understanding of herd dynamics will lead to implementing processes that are more economical and increase herd production.